I call this place hell, the hottest place in Israel. Not very fun, but that's okay. If you don't want to do it, we'll get the slaves to do it. The Jews to do it. We're the slaves, right? So, you guys saw that grid on the inside, right? Well, there's a little problem. What if something somehow falls down, a pillar falls down? The whole structure is not going to fall, but it's definitely going to stop the steam from moving. Well, what if that happens, God forbid? The hot room is going to be the only hot room. All the other rooms are going to be ice cold because the steam's not moving through. So, the people working here not only are slaves, they have to be children. You have to be small enough to go through that grid system. Remember how small that system was?
Yes.
You have to be a very young child.
I was wondering how that worked.
That's how you do it. So that's why you use slaves, because I'm not going to volunteer.
And it's got to be hot as hell down there.
Yeah. So imagine how many burn marks you're going to have when you go in there and come back out.
Oh.
Those things are, I mean, you guys ever, there's burns and then there's steam burns. Steam burns always hurt worse. Imagine you're walking through, the steam's still in there. Not so fun to be a slave in the warm. So as we walk through here, you can see the little bath outside. It's really like a bathhouse, all right?
Thank you.
The water channel, the prison clean water channel, and also the inscriptions. Greek inscriptions. Greek is the lingua franca of the ancient world. It's like English today. Everyone speaks English everywhere, right? Back then it was Greek. One of the questions a lot of times people ask me is, what language did Yeshua speak? Because in Jerusalem it was Hebrew, the Galilee was Aramaic, but Greek is the international language. So which one would he speak?
Greek.
I'd say yes, all the above. He has to know them all. But I can 100% guarantee you every single sermon he gave was in Hebrew. Why? Great question. Gosh, you guys are smart. What a great question. Remember, we have this thing called the Bible, and then you have translations of the Bible. The only Bible back then until today is Hebrew. Everything else is a translation, right? Well, if I'm going to quote the Bible and I say a voice crying in the wilderness, that only works if I say something that you guys have heard. Well, if the Bible is only in Hebrew, how can I quote something in Greek that you've never heard in Greek? I have to quote from the Hebrew. Plus, I'm going to give respect to the Hebrew because that's the Hebrew. That's God's official word that he used, language that he used for this. Okay? Plus, we all memorized it. Remember the singing? We all memorized it in Hebrew. So whether my first language is going to be Greek or Aramaic or whatever, I still have the Bible memorized in Hebrew. So I'm going to use the Hebrew for my sermon because I need those hyperlinks for you because I want to make this talk very short. It's really hot out, right? So it's always going to be in Hebrew. Till today, you can go to anywhere in the world and the Torah service is always in Hebrew. I may not understand a word I'm reading, but man, I've studied all week for my portion. I can say, like I know Hebrew, and someone says, Rabbi will stand up. What did you just say? I don't know, but I read it. It was in Hebrew. And then he'll come and give you the sermon in English, right? Well, back then, it's always done in Hebrew. The language of the Bible is Hebrew, so every sermon has to be in Hebrew. Now, if someone's writing down what he's saying, I can write it in any language I want, especially Greek if I'm bringing it to the world, right? Because that's our common language. But here in Israel, always has to be Hebrew. Here we have a bathhouse, bathroom. You can see how it works. You have this grid. Actually, look at the picture because it's going to be closed off. But you have this little grid system all the way around. You sit on the toilet like this guy is, do your business, and it goes down below. It flows out there's water flowing through there. It flows out with the bad stuff. There's another channel in front bringing in fresh water because every now and then you get it on your hand. We'll talk more about that.
Oh, please.
Can you take a picture of that?